What now? Row. Row, 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 row. Row, 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 row. So, we're gonna continue. We're gonna do the social link thing that I was going to do last time. We decided, let's not, because that's a whole thing. But now we'll do it. So let's level up straw. You. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. I've an interesting rumour about Grand Trad. I thought I might walk the streets to see what comes of it. Not too bad, and care to join me?
Alright.
Then let's be off. I've heard tell there are drifters who occasionally show up on this road here. I can't help but wonder if maybe they're people I've been looking for. You know there's someone that's mentioned your family name? But I don't know the specifics. Grand Trad is full of novelty. I still can't get used to all the glamour though. Ooh. Halia, that's it. In Halia, the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There was still a bustle of friendship and commerce, but
that's...
Young Master Leon? It couldn't be.
Huh?
I know that voice. Is this the old man? Yeah. Rangief. Rangief. Is that truly you? You made it out safely.
Wow.
Oh, Young Master Leon. Goodness. Look how you've grown. Ready, Oz?
Hold on. Truth is...
He served House Halietus when our house still stood. Never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. Rangief, this is Makoto. He's a friend I've recently begun travelling with. Oh, my eye. Oh my god, my eye.
However...
Forgive me for saying this. Time has not been kind to your frame, old friend. Are you eating well, and how are the others? Oh...
That's...
After the human attacked and survivors fled to the capital, no one could make a living among the ruins of Halia, much less restore it. Most arrived here with only the clothes on their back. Their livelihoods were destroyed, and without shelter from the rain. More than a few have faded away. No, then let me help. Let me find you housing. Well, I would if I had the means. All I have left of my nobility is in name alone. So sorry.
Wow.
Your kindness is more than I could ask for, young master. I've always said you've got your heart from your parents. The reason we're alive here today is because your parents had us evacuate to the capital. You mean my parents instructed you to flee here? All the more reason that I have to help somehow. Let's find a way to help.
Yeah.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, absolutely. I only wish I knew how. Getting mag through interaction. Oh, that's what that was. An interaction with follower or ally and giving them a response that moves their heart, you may obtain mag, which can usually only acquire in battle. Try to be as open and receptive as possible to your followers' feelings when communicating with them. Yes. Who holds authority over the area that you're staying in right now? An Ishkir Marquis, Lord Hydron.
I see.
Marquis, you say. Sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord Hydron a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate the use of some vacant homes for all the Halia refugees to live in. Though I doubt my name alone is worth much in collateral. Master, please. Our wars have not be yours to shoulder. I already bear their weight, old friend. That fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy, lost in the panic. And I wouldn't have escaped were it not for all of you.
Well, definitely.
In other words, I'm only standing here today because of your swift action. So let me do what I can do to give you peace in this new life.
Sure, but...
You honor us still. I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Hydron. Devoted as he would seem to the church, he has brushed me off before as backwater refuse. All the more reason I should speak with him myself, if that is how he sees you. Let's go talk to him. Let's go have a word with him. What, you coming too? Naturally. Moving forward will be no shortage of trouble. I'd rather you not add my personal woes to that. I'll make the time then. Friends do. I insist. I'll make time then. I'm sure I can find the time somewhere. Have it your way. I know better than to argue with you once your heart is set.
Thanks.
Hi Link, how are you? How's your day going? Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude. I can feel Stroll's deep trust in me. Yeah, time to do the dating portion of the game.
I feel more courageous when I'm with you.
Reduce the mad cost of studying the warrior lineage. Oh, nice. When Stroll attacks a human-type monster, critical rate increases. I thought you said decrease then. Hold on, what? Nice, 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 nice. You have my thanks as well, Sir Makoto. I have no doubt the young master is in capable hands. Huh. I'm good. It's my day off, so I'm chilling, eating, and now dating, apparently. Because, yay, dating's important. Please, enough of your young master thing. We need not stand on ceremony.
Let's head back.
I would have us meet Lord Hydron without delay. But the sun is going down, let's return for now and me with him another day. Fucking hell, that's actually quite a lot of mag. Ooh. Back at the hushed bee. I hear a voice. He seemed promising, but... Brigitte.
What is it? Amazing.
Do you have anything? No, there's no reason you'd have anything.
What in the blazes?
Ugh, I can't get through a single day without a drink. We've all been dealt a shite hand in this life, haven't we? Other parts of town, they come and shut up about Louis or the king, so let me ask you, even if a proper upstanding bloke takes the crown, is that going to fill my empty pockets? No, in allies, sir. People all got their ideas about what the country ought to be like, but at the end of the day, they'll never remember outcasts like us. Fabienne doesn't show it, but I bet she has it just as rough. I heard Mary isn't coming out of her room. I hope those two will be able to keep it together. Does that mean I'm gonna go waffle to Bridget? I don't think so, anything. Some things you can only do at night. I'm more familiar with the city than you, so if you're ask me about anything. Fuck me. So boring to wait around, why do anything?
Really?
No one needs help. Check. Oop. You can see other travelers' party formations detail from the time they cleared the quest, while viewing the request. Okay, view the detail request to see more information about the battles that occur. Oh, I can't see stuff like this. Sad. That's what I've got. Get the prints and wait. So is the only follower thing going to be her? No. You're just gonna level up as and when. I think it's just you, isn't it? Yes. Been promising, but Bridget comes to mind. Let's go talk to Bridget. I like Bridget so far.
I'll not loiter in a storm.
Granted, I've not really done much with her, but I like her so far. She's got a cool design.
Just you.
Plus, she's got a pet of some description that she doesn't want anyone to know about. So I'm just like, yes. Ah, so it's you. You seem unscathed. So you haven't told anyone about it. So be it. You and I are collaborators now. Well then, shall we discuss your assignment? I'm in.
Now then.
I can't talk to Maria yet. Maria has to wait until after the thing, I think. As it goes. But hey ho. I look forward to finding out more about her. Alright, come in.
Now then.
That is a weird ass looking dog. Weird ass. I get the eyes. It's the eyes. It's the eyes. I don't like the eyes. This is what I want you to handle. I want you to feed it, play with it, generally take care of it until I return.
Listen.
There's one rule, however. You cannot let anyone else find out that there's a dog here. No exceptions, no mistakes. That's it?
What?
Is that it? That's not simple.
Yes.
It is, but you can't let your guard down. I mean it when I say I want no mistakes. Question mark. I'm sure you're aware of the anti-igniter crowd around here. The fools who believe igniters will destroy the world. Even beyond them, there are plenty of people in this world who would jump at the chance to do something crueler than kill me. Wow.
That's why.
This thing is a weakness waiting to be exploited, so I have to hide it. I'm entrusting this matter to you.
Why?
Hey.
You.
Because you're as far removed from my business as anyone could be. In case it bears saying, don't even think about crossing me. Being associates has worked for us so far. You don't want us to be enemies.
That's right.
We love the power of friendship. Her name is... No, never mind. Call it what you want. I'll call it Carl. I'm not really sure why, but I've been entrusted with taking care of Brigitta's dog. It seems strangely attached to you already.
I see now.
I suppose you do have some surprising skills, such as using magic without an igniter. Did you look into me?
Utterly naive.
If it could impact my igniter business, it's my job to know about it. That's fair. And that's not all. Word has it that you and your entourage can transform your bodies for combat somehow.
Speaking of,
Long ago, there once existed an ultimate magic. They said the hero king of legend wielded a power very much like yours. Though I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps. Okay.
you.
Hi, Ade. I'll be frank, Makoto. You're bad for business. But that is precisely why I'm going to lend you my power. I'm selling igniters because they turn a profit. But I hate the damn things from the bottom of my heart. But this is a world dominated by igniters. As long as you've got the money, you've got almost all the power you want. What a pitch, isn't it? Those on top make a lot of profit off the bleeding, the downtrodden dry. The strong get ever stronger, and the weak are only cast down even further.
As it is.
My own hands are not bloodless in that, and so I will endeavour to help you break this wretched wheel. Nothing else, it'll be amusing, no? Yes. I consider Brigitta's fair expectations and trust towards me. Let's go, Brigitta!
Yet still they oppose
Do you
me.
know why? I roosted my course of study in the merchant lineage, and that's it.
Farewell.
It's just cheaper. Like, fuck, it's fucking expensive to get that fucker. Haven't done anything there. I've hardly done any work though. You've exceeded expectations already. You've made the dog like you. Something impossible for me. Small chest is good.
See you.
Happy bean as usual. More metaphor. More dating sim happenings. Which is what it's gonna be today. It's just gonna be dating sim stuff. Just like, yeah. Social stuff. Talk to people. Learn things. Do things. Until next time, we'll be waiting, or at least the dog will. Ah, yes, the dog.
Time
The
marches
true-
on, and the age
true
of the
social
new
link.
king draws nearer.
Right. Where's that water?
Well then.
Hmm. Yes. Let's go level up Hulkenberg. I believe Lacree's the tallest, then Verity, and then I am the smallest, a small chest. I am tiny. I am very small. I am shin height with a big head. The head makes half that the height. Regardless who it is, I come up to their knee. So the smaller you are, the smaller I become. The bigger you are, the taller I become. I am knee height. Hulkenberg. Yes. Let's just discuss things. Got you were in here. Oh, that's
What in the
I've heard the previous king loved to travel. Now Rote might as well live in a completely separate world from me, but I think I understand how he felt. I've no desire to stay in one place for an extended period of time. But why? When I can do this? Woot, 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 woot. Fabian. Things are the same as always when Maria. If she could just keep busy, I'm sure it would help her clear her head.
Ah, 'tis you.
Didn't mean to talk to you, but that's fine. Ah, 'tis you. I know there's little left to do but wait. That has me more restless than anything. That's right. Do you have a moment to talk?
The truth is,
Lately, I felt a great pressure weighing on me, and it's made it difficult to stay level-headed. I might have your counsel. It must be dealt with swiftly, lest it affect my performance in battle. How would you cope with such burdens if you were me? Read a book, why not? Okay. The mind does tend to clear when you're fully absorbed in something. Though myself, I've always preferred the sword to the page. Care to join me in a round of swordplay training? Your technique is self-taught, I presume? This seems a fine opportunity to start you on some formal training. I'd like that.
all right.
In that case, we shall need some training swords to the weapon shop with us.
All right.
A fine balanced weapon, no? I thought she was holding a healer staff then. I was like, what? Why? Why are you holding the sword like that? Oh, it's in its sheath. Never mind. Okay, now. Oh. A fine balanced sword, no? It's for training only, but you'd never know it from the grip and swing. It's most nostalgic. I once trained with that blade when I'd just become a raw guardswoman myself. It was not long after joining that I was assigned to the prince's retinue. So I was desperate to improve. I was younger than you are now and notably unskilled. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch, join a comrade of mine in the dark and spar with him until our hands were calloused and blistered.
Certainly.
Some bouts I won, some I lost, yet despite all those times we crossed blades, we never did see who was better. Like a worthy opponent. Nothing less. It was thanks to him that I improved by leaps and bounds. We swore we'd become royal knights worthy of the title and rise to the heights of the order. We'd be champions.
Surely you jest.
God above, Hulkenberg. Is it truly you? I was not expecting that. So it is you. You've returned.
10th?
Rodanth? What a coincidence. I was just speaking of a comrade and rival. This is the self-same man. And who's this pup?
Nice to meet
Friend
you.
of hers. Makoto, a friend of hers. You associate with this boy? Disgraceful. What do you mean? I mean, I'm taken aback. You indulge the company of this elder brat? You, once a proud member of the knighthood? Oh, I have no idea. That is something I'll figure out much later, is specific theming and stuff. I'm just fucking about playing a game and chilling. I have no specific thing. Like, I have no sub-badges, I have no... The only thing I've got is emotes. And beyond that, I'm just like, eh. That will come when I figure it out. Wow, he's a cunt. Why does that strike you so?
Absurd.
I suppose it attracts, like, the dirt suits of the fallen...
You!
Suits of fallen knights, sorry. What? Oh, calm yourself, Hulkenberg. The commander of the Royal Knights is well within his bounds to judge your failures. Failures. Commander? You mean yourself? Yes. While you were wandering as a vagrant, I earned both our share of honours. So I see.
And
you? Clearly you've already given up on pulling yourself any higher. What has occupied you instead? I pursue a mission. One that far outweighs any glory found in the Order.
whoops.
Ah, of course, when you couldn't save the prince. Any dignity you had as a royal guard was well and duly snuffed, wasn't it? I suppose you had little choice but to cling to your search for his shadow. How dare you choose your words with care? No need, I have nothing more to say. You disappoint me, Hulkenberg. What a cunt!
Sorry.
Are you okay? It is kind to ask. I do understand his anger. It was my choice that our promised path diverged, after all. We cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Let us fight onward in the name of His Royal Highness. That is the path I walk now. I can say Hulkenberg and his faith and deep trust. Let's go!
Not a luxury of regret.
Lower course, Hulkenberg may defend the protagonist from an attack on his weakness. Oh, not gonna get as fucked up. Oh, I remember Persona 5 where I wouldn't use anyone until after I got fucking baton pass, because not having baton pass sucked. Begging your pardon, but how do you know the fellow who just left? Merely an old friend. You don't say. Well, see you around.
Very well.
Okay. Let us leave our training for another time.
Yes.
100 drills or 1,000 swings. It will take an unsparing regimen indeed to purge this distraction. Small coins? No, we're not doing small coins. No. Hulkenberg and I return to the others. Back to the hushed honeybee.
What is it? Amazing.
Do I have any spotters? Nope. Town activities. Skewing challenge. If you're interested, I'm not responsible for what happens. What should we do? I'm more familiar with the city than you, so I feel right. Yeah. What do you say? I heard your conversation with Fabian. Fabian from out here about how you dealt with the human. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone unless you want me to, that is. If I may say, I genuinely think that what you did was amazing. You protected our city for us, and we should all be grateful. Yes.
Say there.
I'll see you there.
Oh, I am grateful.
Oh, I am grateful. Welsh. Love a Welsh accent. So nice. The final small car, the fan base is a small army, you are a small king. No, we are not being small. That is not what we're doing.
Hey, listen.
Don't let them mock me, every last one of them. It lousy, no good rotten son of a goddamned. If I had an igniter, I'd.
Hey, listen.
That will be quite enough. This is the pits.
I am indeed small streamer. I currently use a small thing because it was convenient.
I just can't.
Convenient and fun to use. Maybe in a few days I will have a slightly different model. Similar but different.
What you need?
Depending on stuff. Not my own model, mind, but
Oh, what a pity.
yeah. Do
What's
I?
happened?
You're the guy that does the
Welcome.
cathedral business, the brought customers. I've not sure, so what'll it be? Not you.
Cathedral, why? It's...
Dear me.
Payment coming better test some parents. I know question about the nobility. What can I offer? Aside from my parents, I still got to well. Don't know from my misfortune, including illness.
If you might deign to help.
Vitality pendant. No. No, nothing struck my fancy.
It's... I can't believe it.
Oh, an elder with a fairy in tow and none too educated by the looks of it. My traveler, you see, as well as a student, I consider it my mission in life to impart what I've learned to others. You both ought to have some basic knowledge of this country. What say you study under my tutelage? How rude. Though it wouldn't hurt to learn a thing or two. Do we listen to what he has to say? Sure, let's hear.
What you want?
Very well. Permit me to inform you of some of the fundamental aspects of this country. How can such a fresh meat be available in the heart of the city? Magic is this? What igniter? They're all capital cast, quite a spell indeed. I've heard from other streamers that custom models are expensive to do and take time. Oh, yeah. Custom models take time. And they're expensive. Well, it's why I'm using this model. It's just a customizable one. Are you ready then? Think of the marketplace as a microcosm of the suzerain state of Ukrainia, of which the Grand Triad is its capital. Take the fish being sold here, for example. They've been sent from Brilhaven, the capital of Principality of Oceania, which is one of the countries annexed by Ukrainia. Oceania is surrounded by sea, and its capital, Brilhaven, is the biggest port city on the continent. Vegetables largely come from the Principal of Montario, another country annexed by Ukrainia. Its capital, Altabury, both countries, Oceania and Ontario, lost the Annex War, and here we are. The war was lengthy, lecture in itself, so I'll save it for next time. Now remember the names of the annexed countries and we'll call that a job well done. Now, being here makes me somewhat peckish, does it not? You must be hungry given all this brain work you've likely unaccustomed to. I know, there's a food I like. I came across it on my travels. I thought I'd roast some, I'll share one with you. The scholar taught me about country and shared his favourite food with me. Let's go.
Why did this happen? Well, I'll not loiter in the store.
I learned things.
The goal.
The map being handed out to soldiers at the criminal officers, but we're the ones who did the surveying. Maid Academy, I mean. Even with it gone, the combined knowledge of its sages supports the country from its grave. That's amazing. I look back on it with pride, and yet the Sanctus Church closed its doors. Its Wisdom was abandoned, and now look at who's suppressing that knowledge. I'll hold a grudge for the rest of my days, but talking with you makes me feel it less. Let me give you this as a way of thanks. Thank you. Yes, talking to random NPCs is working out. Let's fucking go. Nothing down here right now.
Damn it all.
Where's this fucking...
Say there.
Hey, did you hear? It appears no, has finally been resolved. Yes, I am. Sefna. Where's this food thing?
Well, now, what are we on?
It's not just press here a bit, but I'll go back out.
Got a minute?
It's not something I'm thinking about at the minute, Ade, honestly. Like I say, I stream for the shits and giggles and for the funsies of it. I don't have a reliable schedule, and I just don't stream sometimes for months on end just because nothing takes my fancy as to what to stream. It's very much something I do for the shits and gigs, and then don't think too deeply about the other parts of it. Trying to buy some vegetables, I don't know, they came with ghost stories.
The Grand Cathedral, why?
You
Tell me
heard
to it is.
this?
Yeah, but the way too expensive, but we might find something unexpected.
The Grand Cathedral, why? It's... Welcome!
The whole cathedral building is stuck. No.
Actually,
Yeah, so, what the fuck is the...
wow.
You? Well, I'm proud of the world food to see. Our food will and
Oh,
on this one, fighting takes a lot of energy. You got me, got nothing to know about now, so
can we talk?
forget about it.
Thanks.
Quiet. Where is the eating contest?
That's right.
There's a papyrus on it. There's one from no people say to prescribe.
I think
Which grass? I've got that.
Did you know?
Starry, yep.
What now?
I know it's somewhere here. I just don't know where I got the mark. Yes.
I think
Magic shop. Not what I want.
I think
The Grand Cathedral, why? It's... I can't believe it.
How to
it's
handle
quite
this?
fresh.
Damn it. No. Fuck. Too far up. That's the Mutsari that sells me stuff. But who am I expected to talk to then?
Doing? I
Proper aces.
can't believe
Yeah, Lewis, a real lesson. No. What comes after the right? What do that?
I can't believe it.
Guess I'll talk to
This
you.
happened.
You remember that I taught you last time? Basic knowledge, more reason didn't hurt. I haven't listened to the biscuit rap, but I have heard the blowjob song, I think. I think I remember 2 Pints being on the TV.
Grand Cathedral, why? It's...
I just don't remember anything about it. I think I definitely recognize it. Ah, fuck. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's happened?
It's the eating contest.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's not you. Could sell all that, but
The Grand Cathedral, why, it's...
you sell the vitality thing. Suggestion outside it. I'm a country. No.
All right then.
What the fuck's it wanting me to do there?
The Grand Cathedral, why,
What are you telling me about?
think now.
Blasphemy.
I'm just incredulous. The Grand Cathedral, why,
Well, I'll not
Cathedral.
loiter in the storm. Close your eye.
This is the pits.
I believe it. Apparently some idiot scammers going around being a real handful. A guy just stopped me and asked if I was the crook. Capsule soup. I was sick of people assuming the worst of me just because of my tribe. I asked the guard if he would have treated the song just like that as well. My apologies, kid. Didn't mean to sad you with all that, but no, the tribe would listen to my complaints.
Close your eye.
What? Just something. What is the weirdest stuff I knew? The weirdest? I do not know, honestly. Long ago, this world used to have a amazing magic. Once upon a time, it was my job researching that magic. Oh, goddamn.
Oi there.
Wait.
All right then.
But come off it.
How did I
Einstein stands in charge here on the rise. It's not surprising considering folks from no. However, the army struggling.
Come off it.
Psychologist.
Oi.
I'm in
Oi.
All right then.
Oh. I suddenly realized what the thing is. I guess.
All right then.
Hey, remember?
He feels a connection with fairies or something. I admit his story, I'd be pretty curious.
I'm in
Imagination, that's that old guy over there.
close your eye.
Did you know?
The guy Cathedral, who's traveling the country, is a bit hot, living on the road.
Close your eye.
Yep, talk to him.
What do you want to do?
Yep, that's the wisdom spot.
That's right.
Tolerance, know about that.
Oh, hey.
Yes. They've got a security challenge at the night market, but if you want to take it on, you better be ready to enter mansion.
Close your eye.
But where? Where is it? God damn it.
Give it a fool, I say. Who else can it be?
I love it.
How far?
See. Like, I don't like banana. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like the texture of it. If it was incorporated into the curry sauce and just part of like the base sauce and not just like slices of straight banana,
Oi there.
I could probably do it. Maybe. But otherwise,
Hey, listen.
Hmm.
Oi there.
Oi, oi.
You ill?
Oi there.
Is the skewer thing only on certain days then? Or
What
something?
now?
Ooh, weapon and armor discount there.
Hey, listen.
That will be quite enough.
I just can't.
Where's the fucking skewer thing? Or do I not have access to it? No, I've got to have access to it, otherwise you won't fucking tell me about it.
What you need?
Pardon?
Oi, might you be the elder and fairy I met at the abandoned mine? Oh, hello. It's you! I'm so glad you were able to make it to Grad Triad, safe and sound. So those right out of my mouth. Don't even know what the circumstances were, but cutting through there wasn't a normal route by any chance. No matter though, since we both made it, Grand Trad was in a bit of a rough state too, but things seem to be under control now. I have to say, the night market here is incredible as always. I always took a quick look-see at the stores, see where the best of everything in the country. It doesn't seem like a bad idea to stock up here and visit some villages. I reckon I can be of help from that lot before I can get help from that lot from before. Now that they've stopped with their
All right,
thieving. I've even found myself a new vein here. Fast as that was, looks like I'll be doing my business straight and respectable, like, for the time being. Oh.
Oh, what a pity.
Where's the skewers?
What's happened?
The Grand Cathedral, why? I can't believe it. How did this happen? Right.
Oh, this is what happens. Set of trades, the heroes, the demolition to like me, for ignorant feel like. Good youth anyway, saying that's one. Now's the right time to
Come
recover.
off it.
Right, damn it. Without a king like Goddard, the descendants all fall straight to our graves. For respect.
How did this happen? Proper aces.
Heated conversation. There's so many conversations around me.
Oh.
It seems like finally being taken care of, and it's no. This commotion caused by Lewis, nothing to worry about.
You are.
You say, but diddle. Doofly doo. Not one of those people. No, none of them do. That side is a strange rumor. I've heard some. Scaring people with such meaningless drivel. Let you end up in the gallows yourself. First of all, if it were true, go around telling them.
Look at that.
People are confused. Yes.
Blimey.
Assumed it was this guy over here, but it's.
Welcome. Actually,
Want to do skewer eating.
Humans.
Louis is dumb.
Damn it.
Army.
Oh, it's you, is it?
Until we meet again. Why did this happen?
No, you're something else. Weird. I guess I'll just get one of these up instead. Do I want eloquence or imagination? Let's go talk to an old man. Why not?
How did this happen?
No.
I'm going to assume this skewer thing is on a certain day and it's not today. It's just one of the many events that can happen on an evening. Which, I suppose, is fair.
Blasphemy.
I'm just incredulous.
The Grand Cathedral, why?
Well, I'll not
Imagination. Over here.
How did I wind up
Hey, hello.
here?
Oh my, is that a fairy? I see. Ha, a real fairy? I'll be.
Sure,
Look, I know I'm rare, but do we need to make such a big deal out of it? I should explain. My family's something of a history with fairies. As a boy, my parents would even tell me stories about fairies before bed. Would you care for me to tell
I
you?
wonder.
You grew up on fairy tales. I wonder you've got fairies on the mind. Yeah. What do you think? Do I listen to the elderly? Yes.
My thanks.
Imagine that, getting to tell a fairy tale to a real fairy. Come, let's find a table at the tavern.
Long ago.
Now this story goes back to my grandfather's grandfather. Once far, far away, there was a village out in the countryside. There was a cave nearby that the villagers prohibited anyone from entering. But one day, my ancestor, who was just a boy, then decided he had to see for himself.
Come on.
So he defied his elders? Your ancestor sounds like a handful. Runs in the family. Anyway, sure enough, he ventured deep inside and soon became swallowed in darkness. Hopelessly lost. Handful or not, he was still just a boy, and his bravery failed him. He sank to his knees in the dark, crying pitifully.
Nevertheless.
But then, something bathed in a warm light caught his eye as it approached him. The little light actually spoke, saying, "Pipe down, you can't cry in a place like this." He was shocked. After he got a good look at it, the boy realised it was a fairy. Pulsing with light, he was so relieved his tears only magnified. But the fairy couldn't bear it. Throwing her arms up, she said, "You want to cry so badly? Fine, suit yourself," and she left. Before he knew it, the fairy returned. "Come on, follow me," she said. "I'll show you the way out." You see, she had sensed a dangerous beast deep in the cave, and compassion won the day. She decided to get him to safety back to the entrance.
Oh, yeah?
I thought the fairy was kind of cruel at first, but I guess she had a good heart. When they arrived at the cave's mouth, the boy turned to thank the fairy, but she had already disappeared into thin air. Time marched on, and he grew into an adult. He visited the cave countless times, hoping to find and thank her, but he never saw her again, as long as he lived.
My.
Oh, would you look at the time? We'd better pick this up again later. If you would like to know the ending, I'll be around. I was gripped by the story of a mysterious fairy. I feel like my imagination's been improved.
All right.
Fucking hell, that barely moved.
Well then.
Time to go back to the others.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I think I'd rather just improve social links at the minute.
Well then.
Oh, I hear a voice. Perhaps I should discuss this with them.
Say there.
Spotters. Okay, so Stroll I can level up. No. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ah, it's you. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. So I'm in a bit of a bind. Disregard Lord Hydron and the landowner in Grand Trad. My family's old caretaker mentioned the other day. Rumours say he's clever and not in a good way. I'm lost of how to approach him. I'll go with you.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Just having you by my side would be reassuring. He's a devout sanctist, so we should look for him near the Grand Cathedral. Maybe I shouldn't go with you then. The sanctists fucking hate my ass. I was told Lord Hydron comes here often. Right on cue. Got wings. If I'm not mistaken, you're the young Lord Stroll, are you not? It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydron. How do you know me? Nary a soul in the kingdom hasn't heard at least rumours of Hallia's tragedy. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray?
No.
No, I came to see you, actually. I understand full well that this request may be unreasonable, but...
Truth is,
come to beg the use of some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, my countrymen who fled Halia reside here, sleeping on the streets. Without proof over their heads, they barely scrape by. And so I implore you, please consider offering your support to these fine people.
No.
No. Are you implying that I should do this as some manner of charity? Am I to be compensated in any way? Odd that you would petition me on their behalf to begin with. It's not as though they are still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual's onus to bear? They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for their lack of means?
Yes.
Yes. So fate was cruel to them, and they could not rise above it. Could they not hold themselves to higher standards? I'm afraid I'm under no obligation here. Besides, what of your own circumstances? With your parents and land gone, you have little else to anchor you. Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. You're right about one thing. I was a fool to ask for your aid. What about your people? What about everyone from back home?
Obviously.
Don't worry, I won't abandon my people. Incidentally, don't I know your compatriot from somewhere? You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking up your precious time today. But before I go, I would have you know that those refugees are my people. No matter how your stance on it, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
My good lad. I am sure I can come across rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relations, you were left to the harsh truths of the royal capital too young. It's a pity. You have terrible phrasing. You should choose your words more carefully.
Stop.
Let's not let our tempers get the best of us. This isn't over yet.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Rangrith. I wasn't able to persuade Lord Hydra to offer assistance. It was always going to be a tall order, but he tossed it aside, calling it personal responsibility. And that I couldn't abide. Oh, please don't apologize. That you went to such efforts is more than we could ask.
Yes.
Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should be on rebuilding your great house.
Yes.
Our Saliators must rise again from the ruin that human wrought. Restore it to its former glory, or I should hope to greater heights still. I heard you've been living off the generosity of the noble families who respected your lord parents. To be brought so low can't have been easy on you. Your people only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance, you should.
Wait.
Excuse my interruption, but did you just say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one. So you were unaware of it. I suspected as much, given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it separate from the estate. Of this I have no doubt, though I couldn't begin to say how or where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. Well, if there were any clues left, I'm sure they would point to Halia. Can you think of any leads?
Yeah.
Perhaps, though I doubt anything survived the fire.
Hey, so.
Regardless, I'll make the journey back home on my own, alright. I'll not burden you with a wild goose chase. No, we do this together. I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that rubble.
Thank you.
But listen, thank you for today. I would have lost it if you hadn't been here to help keep me calm. I've avoided this for too long. It's time to face the ruins of my home head on. Might I ask for your help yet again? I'm not sure I could take another step without you at my side. I can sense Stroll's deep-seated trust and burgeoning resolve.
He
The proud noble stroll, keeper over the inherit the warrior virtues. Through thy shed bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
Of course I'd like you to
Warrior
come.
Adept. Adept. The party can now study the Swordmaster. Now study Swordmaster in Academia. Try and see what new powers await you. I do hope you'll find the inheritance your parents left for you. All they hoped for was that you would come into your own with a worthy house. Oh shit. They would be so proud of how wise beyond your years you become. Your father especially. Just like him in that respect. I'm not worthy to share mention of my father, but whatever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. Pray await my return. Oh, and I return to the others. Oop, someone wants to talk. Ooh, I can talk to Brigitte again. Nice. Oh, ads are about to start, so I will be right back for 3 minutes. Stretch your legs, get water, get food, all that good stuff. BRB. Rah.
What is
Let's
it
go
you
see
meant?
Bridget.
Hmm.
Pause.
Hmm.
We should talk to Bridget. Get her level up and get whatever is at rank
Well,
3.
I'll not loiter in a storm.
Ah, just you.
So it's just you seem unscathed. Have you come to work? Of course.
Now then.
Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. It's been itching to get out lately. Keeps making a fuss. Walk it around the capital so it quiets down and gets energy out of its system. You can't be seen coming in and out of here. You've no questions and then get to it. I took the dog out without anyone seeing and I walked her around the capital. Ah. Seems to have taken a liking to you. Could hear it from downstairs. Don't get it too excited. This is on you too. Dog, a simple walk shouldn't be enough for you to let your guard down. That's what's cute about her.
But
Cuteness isn't enough to stay alive in this world.
hopeless.
I've never liked this thing. Ever since the first time I laid my eyes on it. It's on the side of the road, buried from the neck down, head bleeding too, probably hit by a rock at
It's
some point.
over.
And it could have just given up and died. But it looked into my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it. Poor little duck. You didn't feel drawn to it at all?
In those days.
I was once a stray myself. My earliest memory is of fighting a dog over a scrap of meat covered in dirt and getting bitten for my trouble. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence, so I robbed and stole anything and everything. I fought and I survived.
It's a living hell.
It was hell.
Really?
Let me see. That's beyond words.
Uh,
Doing talking to a child about this.
just a fantasy.
Just like that dog, I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind, I forgot I said anything. Understood.
Sure.
Yes.
Good. And while we're on the subject, a word of advice.
Listen.
This world is a bottomless hell, a bog of endless muck, and if you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge close over your head soon
Don't
enough.
ever forget that.
To survive, you need the strength to make your way through the muck. Nobody can do it for you, and indeed, nobody else should. You need your own strength, and I'd say that's well within your powers.
Therefore,
In addition, I'd like to provide one other reward. I'm sure you're aware that there's a man in town tasked with exchanging magma obtained from hunting monsters and the like. I'll put in a word with them so they're more flexible with you. Not just here in Grandrad, but across the kingdom. Thanks. Thanks for cheated attempts at forming a bond.
no pain can stop
Scion
me now.
scale increases inheritance slots for the merchant lineage to 2. Nice. Improves exchange rate of the mag exchange. Nice, 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 nice. More skills can now be inherited by the merchant lineage in academia due to the science skill. The rate of mag exchange has improved. Yep.
Even then,
I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some secret of yours after all that. Grice tried to kill Luis, did he not? And I imagine you're aiming for the same thing.
you there.
What are your true motives? What are you really aiming to do? To improve the country. Your true motives, I said. Though, well, I suppose it's not impossible. You really do mean that. Can't tell what you're thinking at all. But I'll expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
That's all for today. Come by again when you can. I'm sure the dog will be delighted to see you. It's a cutie of a dog. Cutie.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The announcement is soon.
So Forden's grand announcement is coming tomorrow, is it? What's this proclamation of his to be anyway? I wonder if he's going to be thanking us for what we did in the Grand Cathedral. Don't hold your breath on that one. Ostensibly, the state army is getting all the credit for taking down that human after all. We shall know soon enough, so there's little point contemplating it further. Until then, let us simply do what we can as we wait for events to unfold. Texas grad announcement is happening tomorrow.
Hey there.
Oi!
Have you heard the military is taking credit for Zorba incident? Admittedly, if they hadn't, that's what's left of their honour would be intact. It's not as though we did it for the glory.
Hey there.
What is it? Amazing.
Oh shit, I mean I go upstairs. Where are you? I think it would better leave it be. Yeah.
What is it?
Supporters.
What
No
is
one
it?
to talk to.
What do you want to do?
What is it?
So I guess
Say there.
The truth is,
vacancy and contact if the guard have any threats. No, vacancy, no, where, why don't we take all the bounty, personal action only for the journey?
What is it?
Ooh, that's not what I want to do.
God, I am grateful.
Oh,
You will? Oi there!
they told me I'll die.
What now?
Oh, I missed the sales there. Oops. It's fine.
Hey, listen.
Got a minute?
Yes, me or needs I do not know, but first it's your way, not to mention
That will be quite enough.
What now?
Still need 4 more levels on that before I can finish that quest, which is fine.
Hits.
Yeah, let's get some.
Excuse me. Appreciate it. Gonna be tough.
Eloquent.
Happy
Yeah.
to hear that.
I feel an eloquence will help me a lot. The Platypus, the Yugif, the Mutstari, and of course the Elder too. These tribes are abhorred by the other races. Other tribes even. Without a great deal of wisdom or skills, it's impossible for them to get a normal job. Work is especially limited for them here in the royal capital. You've seen the executioner in the back alley, right? Day work like that is all that's available to these tribes. Having a job is better than nothing, though. Those less fortunate must choose between starvation and banditry. Actually, no. There is one other option. Become an igniter experimentation subjects. There's no guarantee they'll survive. It's
I don't
terrible.
know about that.
You be careful too, please. I don't know much about the experiments myself, but I do know even though they're all over, not considered useful tools, blood is being spilled for their development. I don't have many people on my side, and I haven't been able to help many people yet. But knowing there are people like you out there gives me confidence to go on. People like you who see the injustice and actually try to do something about it. This world will be a better place with more people like you. Perfect. My spa was a source of encouragement for her. I feel like my eloquence has improved.
All right.
Not much, but here, thank you for your support. I really appreciate you hearing me.
Well then.
We had an exchange of opinions. Is there anything? Supporters, no one to talk to.
Oh, hey!
I would love to do the fucking skewers.
All right then.
I don't fucking know what it is.
Let's head there right away.
I would like to eat skewers and find out what the skewers are. Please. If not, I'll talk to an old man about my imagination again.
I can't. Grand Cathedral, why?
Welcome. Actually,
Humans.
well, this is damn private.
Why did this happen?
I can't believe
What were the gods doing?
No.
What is it?
You sell me that stuff.
Stop that at once!
Guess I'll go talk to a guy
Blasphemy.
I'm just.
about fairies.
Well,
Profile.
I love it. Hey!
What's this saying? You're going to pick this one over too? Hate to tell you, but he's got nothing worth taking. Ugh. That's
You
my
are.
safe. You're not telling me to get worried about him. Wasting your time, like wasting your time. Got nothing better to do with yourself then. Like somebody moves him along during the day, but come night, he's always around these part morning like a ghoul. Waste of sympathy trying to look out for these types. Not exactly a rare sight in town. Well then, fuck me, I guess.
Close your eyes.
Give it a fool, I say.
You would have thought.
Thank you much.
Thank you, I've got knowledge about the HB cooking. Thank you so much. I'm going to make this shit. That's the guy for the quest.
Profile.
I don't know, I've had enough. I heard there was
Stop that at once!
now how did I wind up here?
Ah, the Fair and the Elder. We meet again. I believe we're in the middle of a story. Would you care to hear the next part?
My thanks.
Lovely, let's head to the tavern. Let's see, I believe we left off with my ancestor being unable to find the mysterious fairy to thank her for saving his life. Hit the bit of a time skip here, as the next part concerns my grandfather. Bear with me. My grandfather was also a mischievous sort, and one day he too ventured into that forbidden cave and became hopelessly lost. Oh, mischief really does run in the family. So it does. Anyway, lost in the dark, what should my grandfather find? A fairy, of course. She was beautiful, just like the fairy his grandfather had described. He knew right away it was the same fairy. Again? I'm not going to help you this time, said the fairy, rolling her eyes. My grandfather could only blow out a confused what? It was the first time he'd even been to the cave after all, and then the fairy said, "Don't blame me if you get yourself eaten by the beast." And that's when my grandfather realised the fairy was mistaking him for his grandfather. The boy you're thinking of is long gone. I'm his grandson, he said. The fairy considered this for a moment and then said, "People die so young." The fairy led my grandfather out of the cave like she did his grandfather before. The whole time he kept his grandfather's regrets in mind. Before she could vanish, she turned to her and said, "Thank you for helping my grandfather." You're wondering if history will repeat? I doubt it. My family had to leave that village when my grandfather grew up. I'm sure you can appreciate how amusing I found it to find a fairy here in Grandtrad. My family's fair seems to be tied to the fairies. But I'm glad your family got closure with the fairy. And meeting you like this, who knows? Maybe it really is fate.
All right.
Imagination.
Well then.
Time I go back to the others.
It would seem that disaster was averted.
Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Wonder what he's planning.
Story
Guess the
moment.
church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty.
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me. If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
But hold on, you mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
Nice. We love being a king.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alces in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her...
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
Where?
Maria, where are you? Oh, Maria gone. Wait, oh no.
Whatever.
Maria, what do you mean that kid? Yeah, I saw her earlier. Really? What's she heading? She said north of Sunshade Row, you know, by the general store?
Hey!
Didn't look to it. Oh shit. General store, we might find someone else who saw her if we head over. What did you say? Nope. No, but the general store didn't seem to be running in that room. No.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
What you need?
When we apparently took care of that necromancer everyone's been talking about, he should have been judged here. That would have made everyone feel much better.
Tournament?
Hey, mister!
How about the next king's gonna punish the bad tribes? You better run away, Elder. They're gonna kill you. The fucking kid, I swear. Low shit.
Hey, listen. Those are
Sorry,
a bit.
Ah, hello.
Hey!
They were looking for a little girl. You seen anyone around there? Oh, it couldn't have been the half-blood. If so, then yes, I did see her. She was marrying Papa. I looked outside. I saw her go through the back alley. Should have gone to the Grand Cathedral. She could have gone to the Grand Cathedral. Maybe she's going back in there. Maybe I can get into the bottom bit where it was locked off, and I really want to be in there. Needs to be safe. Ooh, a small one. Mum hasn't come back. Dad said she went somewhere far away. I asked who was going to cook dinner, and Dad started crying.
It's true.
That's enough now.
Ridiculous. Oh, I'm in it now. Oh, damn. This is all right. How did I wind up here?
Hello there.
Do you know that little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're asking for trouble. She just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Why? The way her eyes looked, I'd not be the one to stop her now. You've been coming to pray for a while, no matter how manipulated she gets.
Huh? Why?
Everyone's worried
Everyone
about
was
you.
worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That's not
That's not
why.
why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
You'll look out.
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria, yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together.
Oh.
Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Try to calm your mind.
Try to calm your mind. Don't be so tense.
Fair enough. I suppose if I have any real weaknesses, it's that I don't know how to relax. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Fuck you, fall asleep while the people read again.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Nearer.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom. And we call it the Tournament for the Throne! Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
We need a plan, and then we can take action. With no other, I'm an outcast of the city. I think that gives us an advantage here. We entered the tournament
for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait! It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Infiltrating Luis's ranks will be dangerous. If I find out, I'll be as good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
Grias's journal. Or Grias's.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I'll have to carry on his legacy.
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Maybe.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
We'll meet
We'll
again.
see each other again.
You better not forget.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
This should be the place, right?
Oh, hey.
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering.
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it, weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out. What? We got a deserter turning up?
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
Whew. That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
Nice.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
Are you lot here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
Whoa. You have any idea who that is? That
Oh.
man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
We don't need to
Maybe it's
win.
because we don't actually have to win.
Sharp as always, Captain. Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince
Got to turn
Hulkenberg, I
heads.
guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight? Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barden, a guard captain from Atira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms. We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
Who wants to
We
help?
just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. we'll take your contract.
Ah, thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all, and thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Martira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
So whippersnapper like you doing here, don't tell me you're actually thinking of participating in the Tournament of the Throne. Oh, the audacity of youth. That's rich. I'm a fledgling with no history or experience to speak of as king. The idea makes me stick to my stomach. An ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of great age, one with years of experience, and yet upstart school children like you and Louis dare to? Hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give the eulogy at your funeral. I suppose he's a candidate too. What a bunch of idiots, it's almost laughable. They think they have the shot to becoming king. What a bunch of jokers.
Hey!
Yeah, it'll be alright if we accept the contract for his mate. His mate, you sure you can handle that? I can't be held liable if you get yourself killed out there. Of course I can. You're an odd one, alright? Either that or you're just green. At Martira, and you can probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
No deadline.
Let's call it.
Okay, we got the contract. Let's head for the inn for now. You bitch. You can only do what I tell you to do.
Registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
No, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
'Twas not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
The opening ceremony for the tournament is tomorrow. But I don't want to.
Well met, eh?
Hey, we'll be staying at the inn for some time. I'd really like to, but... So you like it here too? Then you're one of us. Well, wherever it is you end up going, be sure to come see Maria and Fabian again. It's rather my concern, but those two seem to like you a lot.
Hey!
There's Fabian for a map of Martira. And she gave me the one, blah, 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 blah. It covers the main roads. We may have found one in town, but military map is always more details. Fabian continues to be our anchor. To pay back, let's achieve our goals.
Fancy a bit of info?
Do you have info? You didn't have info.
Hello.
I've decided I'm heading to Brillhaven. Too much boring to spend my days at an inn. I'm going to see that so-called exhibition for myself. Goodbye, Elder. You do well to see the world too someday.
Now then.
Preparations seem to proceed without issue. Well, apart from one massive, overtuned uncertainty. Never mind. Give me for my rings. Just please do not be surprised no matter what we're presented with.
Don't push yourself too much.
Tomorrow you depart. Maria will assuredly miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can. If it's only once in a while. Yep. I've seen Maria since I came back from recruitment, so now I wonder if something's wrong.
What?
Vulcan's room. She'll be angry if you don't get her permission. View from the window. I can hear anyone else, so it'll be on really cautious. It's simple but clean, and an aroma that reminds me of a clean sunny day. Maybe it's time to call it a night.
Good night.
I'm not allowed to do anything else.
Can I come in?
You can? Want to read some more?
Read some more?
Not today. You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
It's all right. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a
promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
Promise return, and Maria's waiting for us to return home and regale her with the tale of strange and distant places we visit.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
Yeah.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
You truly are
You
devoted.
are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
I do.
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two? So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, it's not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
And with that said, it is about to do the break, so I will be back in 3 odd minutes. I'm gonna stretch my legs and all that good stuff, so BRB. Now to continue on. Whoosh, whoosh. Rather than fucking book close.
Time marches on.
Perfect time.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, the best time. Who's this?
Judah!
Lady Judah!
She's pretty.
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky, blue and white. Faraway sky so clear. Let life be a light. Let my wish echo that soul far beyond the
Yes. Jonah! Ooh!
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctists have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Gladel.
Him?
I like him.
So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo.
Wow, this fucking guy.
Wow, if we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Blast, I say! Wait! Confound your behave!
A land runner?
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash! Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you buffoon. 'Twas bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
And oh shit. Stop. And oh my god, stop. I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this part of my mission to aid the prince. Oh god.
Just a sec.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Jesus Christ. Whoa, what's this thing? Is this our carriage? Shall I just run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now, let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now? Hey, Ade. We want to go to a place called Martira. Old Castle Town, I think. We should be away south. All the way down there.
Let's see.
Let's go on our route to Martira from Grand Trad.
Whoa.
Second campsite.
That's where you want to go. That's where you want to go.
Probably camp out around here on the third night.
Let's see. Oh, nice. Oh.
Yeah. We're not going. Alright then.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Martira, here it is. To Martira, eh? On this cross legs. Oh, I'd say that'd be 4 days, 3 nights about. 4 days and 3 nights. That's a great deal faster than a carriage. And surely the roads would be safer at that kind of speed.
Spectacular.
Bolly good. Now cinch those bridges, chaps. Full steam ahead to Martira, old Castle Town. What the fuck is this?
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Fucking chinwag. Love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Love it. Noble district on the hall.
Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
It's too much to do.
As always. To business, then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it! Off with you now! Leave me be!
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer, butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness... Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
Fair enough. I like this guy. So good.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think we can count on him.
I think we can count on him.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and greasework. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as starting your room, the lounge, and the kitchen. Let's visit Academia by finding more and interacting with them. Let's visit the engine room where I take your time and take a look on your way there.
Yeah?
I've never been in a Gauntlet Runner. Kind of want to see what the engine room's like. Wow, this is quite the Gauntlet Runner, though the driver makes me a little nervous. No. Tira.
Let's see.
Then we're going here. Somewhere over here. Cockpit appears to be up above here. And the rope lab wouldn't want you going overboard. I should just stay down here. Oh, carriage car begin to compete with the Gauntlet Runner's speed. Both have earned their reputation. That, I'm in constant fear of losing my lunch, is far from ideal, but once I'm used to it, I'm sure the journey will be pleasant. The runner makes a smooth ride, at least. Eccentrics aside, he's certainly earned his title as a core engineer. That said, I'm more concerned with the unseen workings. I do hope he hasn't made any dubious additions. Dubious? Trip?
What's this?
There's some mellow milk and fragrant spice. I wonder who brought them here. I could use these for cooking. Nice. Toilet. No, there's more pressing matters at hand. Incredible! Oh, so this room's made for bathing. Can we really just hop in mid-ride and take a real bath? Now that I could get used to. I call first up. Are you just going to stride up and strip nude? Where do you think you are? Unacceptable. It's a bathing room. Oop, ought to mention, no running water yet. Working on it. Ah, unacceptable. Food shelf. It's stocked with food suitable for a long journey. I would prefer to cook it before eating it.
Got it.
Incredible. Got meals here. Bookshelf. There's a lot of books lined up. You're definitely too technical for me to understand. Probably have to increase a stat. Extra mess. Should clean it up at some point. Check. These beds are. They seem pretty small. Back deck.
What's this?
Beneath the closet seems to be a big barrel. I wonder what it's used for. Only has 2 legs. Interesting. Back inside. Oh, there's the engine room. Wait, what? Nope. A washing machine. A machine that is laundry, handmade by Neuros. There seems to be nothing in it at the moment. Nice. That's more. Pile of powder. I've never smelled this fragrance before. I can't tell whether it's used for food or fuel. Probably fuel. Maybe not now. Nearest desk, research desk. This must be where new inventions are born. Small cabinet, unique items, I know. Nearest personal belongings, I think. That's a locked door. And the beating heart. Wonder what makes this thing run. First time on a gauntlet runner, eh? Oh, that scared me. It looks like the pipe's in here too. Called a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girls and her workings. Gauntlet runners use up magleite crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your own hands when you travelled the wilds. Thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the gauntlet runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on colossal beasts, made for zero momentum loss even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream. My dream. Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then, maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that makes... Girl that's a work in progress. But by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Gauntlet Runner activities. You will continue towards your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facilities, obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things that you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or use the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, maybe help improve your virtues at the end of the day. The choice is yours. Large igniter. Magical igniter, enormous compared to those used by the army. If I recall correctly, it uses magleite crystals as fuels. Igniter? I've never seen an igniter like this before. Oh, that's the igniter. An interesting beating heart, though. Say, you give me a start there. Will you try to get my attention, Makoto? I'm sorry, but a fox and driving for now. Shake off the rust a bit if you want to chat. Best find me in the evenings. What?
This?
Homemade washing machine. Doing laundry. And it'll increase your max MP.
Understood.
I'm not really asked about that. What will this do for me?
Come on.
I modified to create a wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. I know it's hard, but lifting and bending over should strengthen your legs, yeah?
Got it.
I'm not bothered about increasing my max HP. Use the cooking rod to whip up food for you and your eyes. Eating prepared meals can grant your various positive effects. To cook, you'll need ingredients, buy them, win them, or find them lying around. Try experiment as much as possible. After you've made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. Okay. Okay. It's under right there. There's a lot of notes, a lot of potential recipes. Want to try something? If we try, everyone teach their specialty. Maybe not.
Speaking of...
Nearest said he's got a kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I had to consider myself a chef. Any great skill, but Stroll said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hush Honeybee. Ah, bookshelf line with interesting books I could read. Yeah, those are the books for that. He's on the back deck, is he? So I probably will never raise my HP or my MP on this. Because that just seems a little bit like a waste. Bro, oh, I feel drunk. You okay? I'll survive. I can handle the swaying of the carriage, but this, it's another beast. Seems I'll need to learn to endure it. A watchtower. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's on its back. And that's the only way to get down. Okay. Interesting. I think I need to know what the cooking thing's about. If I make something, I'll find out what that works. One of them. Not made this though. Yeah, let's read books instead. New World Travel Diary. Pride and Persuasion. New World Travel. It used to be a fictional going over a voyage journey in a fanciful place called the New World. I haven't started reading it yet. It's like books will really explain. I want to read it together over by the window. Gonna increase my imagination. Let's read the book.
Actually?
To be honest with you, I've realised something. There are so many things in this world which, very simply, I don't understand. There are so many things I've learned since we've been travelling together. You've matured, so I'm here, the world is vast.
Sure.
It really is. The world I knew before seems so small now. Hey, Makoto? I know this time we're travelling for our mission, but if all goes well, I want to go on another journey where I'm free to do what I want. You go right book file.
Sweet!
Good idea, just make sure to include me as a co-author, alright? Of course, if I want to contribute further to whatever you do in the future, I'll have to keep working hard. Well, can you think of anything I can do to help you out? teach me more. Just teaching me and telling me things is great. I'm not really all that knowledgeable, though. If that's how you feel, though, I'll gladly tell you every insight I have. With everything we've been through recently, I realize that knowledge is an invaluable asset. I want to keep experiencing new wonders, so let's never stop learning together. This conversation kind of went off in a unique direction, huh? Let's keep reading the book for a bit. It describes a new world. If a place other than this really exists, I'd like to visit it someday. With my imagination expand after conjuring up various ideas together with Gallica.
All right.
Nice. There's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick it up from here next time. Let's see.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
10 degrees C. Interesting. Establishing an encampment. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gunrunner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at the encampment, you can use any of the facilities in the gunrunner, but you also can reminisce about your journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Metrica. First time camping in the Gauntlet Runner, I'm kind of excited, but it's a long night, so why not spend time relaxing with someone? Ah. I see. Let's talk to you. Check campfire.
Yep.
Well, apparently you can eat these bugs well. I got into Hohenkenberg anyway. Should try and catch one. Dream eating moth. Caught one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. When it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient.
Your thoughts?
Oh, how was the ride, eh? Smooth as butter, luxurious as a palace, awe-inspiring, tear-jerking? Absolutely. This runner is such a guilty pleasure. Though credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped me make her what she is. Though full disclosure, that's all thanks to a little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. One wouldn't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly, but that's a story for another day. I'm gonna get a flying machine suit later. Let's go. Off you go, better get your 40 wings.
Hey,
looking for something to do. My weapon are as sharp as they get while I'm up. Not up to much care to keep me company for a while.
I see.
I think I want to spend time with Vulcan. If I spend time with anyone.
Well met.
Well met. I don't suppose you're overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to travelling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? On my imagination.
Be well.
Yes, we can. And we will. Go up here, see if there's up here on the off chance. I don't think anything's going to change anywhere else. Back deck. It won't be over here. No reason for anything to be here. Never knows anywhere.
What's this?
Just that. Downstairs will just be the HP and MP as well as thing. That's a book. Yeah, let's go play it with and then Vulcan. Talk with Vulcan. This power we've awoken to. I have all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are those forms we take on. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's cool.
Certainly.
I see.
I do find austerity in the designs intriguing, but I was not speaking on how they look per se. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. They said that people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence why it is exhausting and why we cannot be maintained for long. The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. I feel like my imagination has increased. Quite a bit, actually. Kind of surprising. It's getting late, but we have a ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Same. Hulkenberg and I talked for a while. Nice.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleep quarters more than exceed your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I feared, considering how tiny they are, but I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl? Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Our runs really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast. But just keep an eye out. Keep an eye on the road near us. Okay, so I can talk to them for that. That's courage, that's wisdom.
Hey.
I can good timing. I was doing some maintenance on my weapons. If you've got time, why not join me? It's refreshing as the mind for our battles.
I see.
Well met.
Microsoft, come find the person else. Begin doing ponder some battle strategies over the game board. Check game and military tactics. You see, care to indulge me in a round. Playing the game,
Well then.
I assume there's nothing in the pantry. Ah, the water doesn't work right now. Yeah. I've got it. By ridding myself of unwanted ways, I feel that I've gained something new. Oh, my luck increased. Nice. I don't think there's going to be anything in the pantry.
Oh.
There is. Let's do some cooking.
Let's check.
That's the dish Straw wanted to make. Wait here, I'll go get him.
Now then.
As often as we simply refer to our meals as meat, something to keep in mind where it's cut from. The taste and texture can change dramatically, you know? Each type of cut has an ideal preparation. If you do it well, it turns out tender and delicious. Something to strive for, wouldn't you say?
Speaking of...
What kind of cut do we have here? But never mind, just leave this to me. We're going to prepare the food with straw.
Hmm.
Which are me and adjust the heat so it goes, although it depends on what your preference is, really. Nearly time. Oh, it is time. Strike now.
All right.
Yeah, it's not bad so far. See the juices there? That's proof that this is turning out delicious. We'll add a little something for the aroma and we're done. But just a little, or it'll overshadow the flavour. Charlotte and I made a delicious looking dish cooked to perfection. Creative coney roast. Smells great, doesn't it? Now imagine how it tastes. Charlotte and I cleaned up the kitchen. Time really flew. Cute.
I say, we could stop for a
Ahoy! Break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Very nice, very cool. Here we are, shall we get a closer look? Tree of Prophecy.
Wow.
Oh wow, it's so pretty. It's not just the leaves, it's as though the whole area is being painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. Told of a grey tree located somewhere within the country, whose colour shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I'm sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If the hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree. It would no say about a magical organism that feeds off magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nearest pulled a sheet of paper out and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Nearest, how did you get that so good at... Blah. How did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it, I'm finished. Take it as a keepsake. Wasn't it for research? All the pertinent information I need has been etched into my very mind. I can make do without the sketch itself. Aww. I received Nearest research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who had never been there.
Hey there.
Oh, that's for Maria. Yep. Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? We should love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. Next time we're in Grad Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria.
Huh?
Yeah. The magical organisation in the form of a tree. And fair is in the same classification. Precisely. Gallica is the most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which is giving me great insight into my own research into flight. Huh? But you've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favourable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current colour portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing the rare sight has broadened my wisdom.
All right.
Yes.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Love it. Into it. Rockden Camp. We're out here the day after tomorrow. I wonder kind of place Martyr is.
Speaking of,
Took some time, and I've heard there's something that caught me rather by surprise. After our cart to Grand Trad was beset by bandits and you were thrown out, you walked the desert to reach the city. Such a vast, empty expanse, an easy land to get lost in, I'm sure. Well, I had Gallica. Of course, you've no need to worry with her at your side. Suppose that's why she's been tasked with the role of a messenger. Well, in the event that you ever find yourself lost in the wilds, let me offer my own advice. Search for the first star. Stars move to the west in the evening and the east at night. Time and time again, it helped me correct my path in my journey to find His Highness. Still, I must say, I did not expect to return to a life on the road. 'Twill be a long journey yet. Perhaps we better rest while we can. Nice. Maybe I get that. Ooh, shit. Loomy bee. Ooh, I didn't realize how long. Oop, 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 oop. Right, what are you trying to do here? I want to see like anywhere in advance. Maybe we can check when we're back in town. Where is Fuck Noodle? Neurus.
Let's not.
Yeah, move it. So I don't need to go right now. Nice. Neurus, you down here, lad? Ooh, there you are. Oh, that you, lad, just in time. Mind helping me out a bit? I was about to give the reactionary inspection, abstruse as and convoluted as it is. Rest assured, a look won't do you any harm. Carefully, wisdom. Okay. Yeah, I'll help out. Ah, so you feel the reactor's tug on your hand too, there? Then to business. It's more so to build the social link before I get the social link. It all looks complex, I know, but any apparatus here is just a collection of smaller parts. And if those individual parts are cared for, the whole lot goes kaput. Which is why today we'll be oiling them. Vital business keeps them from rusting and wearing down. Now, how much oil should I apply? Just coat the grooves. It was just enough to coat the grooves.
Oh,
that's the ticket, lad. Perfectly dolloped. Yeah, that's the kind of work that'll get you in the machinery's good books. Like I did a good job, I feel the detail work has helped me improve my wisdom.
All right.
Nice.
Now then.
I should do it for now. On to the next task. I spent some time with Neurus in the engine room, inspecting every nook and cranny.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finally! We're out of the desert!
Huh?
Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Ugh. Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
Nice. Fucking wonderful.
My star is rising! Ah!
Sanctism will reign!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Doesn't seem like they're going to land fatal shot, which they mean to break the opposing sides.
Stuck out in the wilds with no working runner? Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
Our plan hinges on winning favour from the... Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Lewis's support?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's have Gladel.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Yep.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That Cortland runner. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time!
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Godot and his monks are boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now. That might be a problem.
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, old egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty bruises are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification
With
magic!
blade in hand! I crush you!
You disgrace the sanctest way.
Let me rethink this.
Mage! Burn to ash!
I forgot he was mage.
It's okay.
Ice!
Let's do this.
Nice. Rocky smirk.
Take this. What could you hope to achieve?
Nice dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion. He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Shut up!
Behold my power!
No holding back! The power of lightning!
Prepare yourself.
Let's go. Hold on.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Come forth.
There's no way hammer works, but for the sake of completion. Yeah.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded.
Oh shit, I need to...
Heal her.
What could you hope to achieve?
Don't underestimate me!
Hulkenberg's in bad shape.
For all
She
that
needs
we
help.
strive for!
That works out.
Witness me, brethren!
Right on target.
The power of healing.
Oh, medic. Yeah, that works.
Thank you.
Cocky smirk.
Is everyone all right? Oh, power of heroes!
Fuck you.
Insolent heathens!
More resilient than expected.
I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now! Feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh!
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers!
Hang in there!
You attacked me.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her!
Sanctism will reign!
Oh. Shit. There's an ad.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She
Well,
needs help.
as per usual, be right back 3 minutes. Whoops. Wasn't paying attention to that.
Know your place, peasants!
Who needs igniters? I'll show you magic. I can't afford to hold back. Who needs igniters? I'll show you magic. I shall fight as the noble I am. Who needs igniters? I'll show you magic. Who needs igniters? I'll show you magic.
I will usher you to his side.
Now, what's the play?
Wee. Right. Oh shit. Bwah, 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 bwah.
Mage!
I think I do more damage doing this.
The power of fire!
The power
Ever so
of
slow.
healing.
Hi, very. What?
I won't hold back! We're not out of this yet! I'm obliged.
I owe you.
You're back from the war.
Stand ready.
War. What kind of war was it? Was it a war for food?
Let justice prevail!
Go,
I crush you! Worthy foe after all!
Sanctism will reign!
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her!
Your Highness.
Hulkenberg's down!
That's a problem.
Take
Get her
this!
back up!
Take this!
Brace yourself!
Hit hard!
Hulkenberg's
It's
down!
too early to go
Someone
to
help
his
her get back in
side.
the fight!
Oh no, I have. Oh, this is gonna be a problem.
Mage! Burn to ash!
Close
My
your
heart! Behold
Healer!
my power!
We can do this.
This is a problem.
Helpful as ever.
Chad! Take this!
Bastard.
He's badly wounded.
Take
Can
this!
anyone heal
What can
him?
I do? My best.
Roll! Someone
Wasn't
get him
enough.
back on his feet!
Here they come.
Come on, not like this!
Oh, this is a problem.
Flare!
Sanctus of
Oh no no. Stroll's in the back.
Take this.
Captain's hurt bad!
Still fight.
Let's get him some
Sanctus
healing!
of Will Reign!
I can't give
However,
up
Come on, not like this!
now. By this power.
Someone, help! Please!
Light! Still up?
Let's go!
this is just going very bad.
Sanctus of Will Reign!
Not like this.
Yeah. Because apparently I took Dia off fucking my healer. Forgot about that.
Do not.
From autosave. Yes, so I need to go into academia because then I'll talk to him. Yes, everything is juicy.
Now, where was I?
Go to academia. I wonder if he's going to say anything to me actually, because I haven't been in here in a minute.
Fascinating.
So we do Akatai, we have you. I expect nothing less. Please do not hesitate to inform me when you wish to study.
Right.
Yes, I mean, oh yeah. There is DLC stuff on the chair. Cat. Wish, 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 cat.
Do make yourself at home.
Oh no, not study. Inherent. Yes, yes. Blizz, I would like my
Watch
gear
this.
back. Because that is very helpful. Yeah, this ego. I don't mind it, to be fair. This ego's fine. I'm fine with this ego. He talks in riddles, but not quite to the extent was it? Shit, Stroll. Do I make you sword master?
I see.
Yeah.
Fascinating. This right here.
I can't welcome overwhelming numbers and wins, all to protect the weak. Yes.
I'm counting on you.
Of course. He's a big boy.
Yeah. A new power to wield.
Confirm. Accept. Do I want... What do I want to give you? Flash boost.
All right.
I don't have the mag. Well, it can make sense. I can give him this though for now.
All right.
Yeah. Yes. Have that for now. When I get 20k mag again, you can have the other one.
Oh.
Open door. Yes.
You'll come again, won't you?
I will.
What now?
And just because I haven't actually saved it yet. I haven't saved it in a hot minute. In 2 hours? Maybe 3 hours? 3 hours. Woo! Fast forward.
Oh,
Yes, 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 yes.
spare a moment?
Just coat the grooves.
All right.
Next, skip, fast forward. Exactly how I replied last time.
On, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
nearer. Let's skip this.
My star!
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the...
Let's have Godot, skip.
You dare!
Yeah, skip, 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 skip. Skip, 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 skip,
Don't
skip, skip, skip,
forget
skip.
about the petrification magic!
Come! Shatter!
In the name of Swordmaster!
Oh, I can't. Oh, can I really not do that?
No, not this.
That's awkward.
Know your place. Peasants!
I won't hold back!
Fuck's sake.
Light!
Charge! What could you hope to achieve?
This is God's judgment!
Of course you're wicked.
Heal her!
No, stop.
Get her back up! He knows we
Mm.
can't attack him.
I shall vanquish
You know what? Just because that happened.
It's not working!
magic!
We
Prepare
can't attack
yourself.
Godot.
Yep. Okay.
Flare!
What could you hope to achieve?
Oh, please!
Brace yourselves!
Hulkenberg's
Oh
down.
yeah,
To the
that's.
fore!
Someone help her get back in the fight!
Anyway. Redo this battle.
About the petrification magic!
I can't afford to hold back.
Oh, he's something else altogether. Fuck you.
The power of
Kind of.
healing. Let's go.
Flare!
Okay.
What could you hope to achieve?
This could have gone better last time. It's fine.
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Skull Crusher.
you! In the name of justice!
Behold my power!
Light!
I shall
Fuck
seize
you.
my chance. What could you hope to achieve?
No.
Take this!
No. No.
For
No.
all that we strive for!
Damn.
I shall fight as the noble I am.
Know your place. Peasants!
Oh, I need to move him forward.
With
Whoops.
healing power.
Trust needed.
Helpful as ever.
Resistance is futile!
No wonder he's doing no damage. He's. Yeah.
He's getting serious.
Rise, my
Get
brothers!
in there!
Oh, that means he's healing now.
This is God's judgment!
You cunt.
Sanctism will reign!
Stop.
Only a flesh wound.
Stop. Damn it.
With blade in hand! I crush you!
Fuck you.
Can't afford to hold back. She needs help.
To the fore!
Okay, now he's doing some damage. Fuck's sake. I think you're gonna be okay, but she needs healing.
Take this! Oh, you've done it.
Wounded.
Anyone heal him? Sanctism will reign!
Oh, he's dead. I'm fine with him being dead.
I'll destroy you!
Stroll got knocked out.
Let's
Can
go.
anyone get him back on his feet?
We're not out of this yet.
Trust needed.
Chance! Take this!
Yeah.
Captain's
The
hurt
double
bad.
owl.
Let's get
Kneel
some healing.
before him!
No,
Captain
not
down.
yet.
Someone help him
Sanctism
back up.
will reign!
So this is
Meh.
where it ends.
Meh. Fucking game. Oh, let's not use that fucking sword on him.
I see.
Ugh.
What now?
School. Oh, no. Party. Let's move you forward. Yes, I have to use that because it's multi-target attacks. It also possesses skills. Yeah.
Oh,
Pow. Fast forward.
spare a moment?
Fast forward. Just call the thing. Skip. Yeah. Skip. Ah.
Time marches on.
Time
and the
marches
age of
on,
the new
indeed.
king
Yes.
draws nearer.
Yes. Skip.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch?
Let's.
Peril.
You dare interfere!
Ooh.
Don't forget about the petrification magic.
I'll destroy you!
I can't afford to hold back. I call upon royal power within! Let me rethink this. Let's get on with it!
46 times or one enemy. If it's killing one, I don't want to enemy.
Strike true!
Okay.
This is it!
Confiteor.
They die hard!
Only a flesh wound.
This is God's judgment!
Still
We're badly
stands.
wounded.
What could you
Someone
hope
heal
to achieve?
Your
her.
Highness.
Down. Get her back up. He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Let's go.
Game.
Light!
Hulkenberg's down.
Too early to go
Someone
to
help
his
her get back in the
side.
fight.
What could you hope to achieve?
Hulkenberg's down.
I won't
Someone
hold
help her
back.
get back in the fight.
We're not
I
out
would
of this
love
yet.
to get her back in the fight. However,
I shall fight.
They
No
sapped their
holding
defenses.
back!
I can't sit. Resist. Yep.
What?
Is this me?
Yeah.
Rise, my
Hang
brothers!
in there.
Take this!
God damn it.
Don't underestimate me!
Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back in the
Let's
fight.
go.
can't
They've
afford to
sapped
hold
your
back.
defenses.
Sanctism will reign!
Will you fuck off?
Sanctism will reign!
Damn it!
Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back in the fight.
Flare! In the name of justice! Are you prepared? Take this!
Captain's hurt bad. Let's get him some healing.
Sanctism will
Well, he's dead.
Is he okay?
He's not dead.
Royal's badly wounded. Can
Nice.
anyone heal him?
Come forth, Royal Soul. We can do this.
I owe you.
Hulkenberg's
In the
down.
name of justice.
Someone help her get back in the fight.
Sanctism is supreme.
Sanctism will reign!
Royal's badly
Ding
wounded.
ding.
Can anyone heal him?
Sanctism will reign!
Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back in the
We're
fight.
not out of this yet.
This is going to be
as ever. I shall
obnoxious.
fight as the noble I am.
Resistance is futile.
Sanctism will reign!
Royal's badly wounded.
Take this!
Can anyone heal
Don't
him?
underestimate me.
Come
Someone
forth,
get him
Royal
back on
Soul.
his feet.
Light!
Sanctism will reign! Take this!
Captain's hurt bad.
Oh, you
Get
bitch.
him some healing.
Like this.
Get out of this.
Do not.
Try this battle. Oh, well, that's good to know. I can recover my party. But no, we've decided we're committing.
Don't forget about the petrification magic.
Let justice prevail. Freeze!
You know what?
Hulkenberg got them right
I shall
in their
fight
weak
as
spot.
the noble I am.
Are you prepared?
Perhaps not.
Let's do this!
Still do this?
Strike true!
Let's do this!
The power of healing. Vitus power. Light!
Resistance is futile.
This is God's judgment!
Ridiculous. Damn it!
He knows we can't attack him.
Come!
He's toying with us.
Oh, shards of ice!
Hulkenberg got them right
In
in
the
their
name
weak
of
spot.
justice! After me!
Oh yeah, I can just do this again.
Go!
Fuck you, dickhead.
You will taste justice!
Bwah, 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 bwah. Do, 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 do.
Power!
I won't hold back! We're not out of this yet! I'm obliged.
My thanks.
With a single for all that we strive for! Freeze!
Witness me, brethren!
Mild
What
annoyance.
could you hope to achieve?
You cunt.
Brace yourselves.
Stroll, they've sapped your defenses.
Flare! Still here?
Grim state.
Come! Oh, shards
Blues.
of ice!
Hulkenberg got them right
In
in
the
their weak
name of
spot.
justice! Tougher than I thought.
State.
Healer!
Light!
I go to. So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him!
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ha! I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here!
It's the girl.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
Are you hurt?
Are you hurt? Of course I'm not hurt. Look, what are you after?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well.
Irish?
Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shoed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot.
Guy.
So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
But that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know the suspensions anywhere.
Should have known.
Caden workshop on this, eh?
Jesus Christ.
Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna! The kingdom's greatest singer! The dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on
Fuck's
behalf
sake.
of this group,
These two.
I
Jesus Christ.
suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Luis?
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladell got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug.
And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to
Fuck's
clean
sake,
up
this
my
guy.
associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
Okay, that's why I became a criminal. How should I respond? To become king. You might see as a fuck you.
I know you want to get this right, but this is no time to get lost.
Fine.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
I like those two.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then. That could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Glodell. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
All these spooky things and mysteries. Good thing you've got a Gauntlet Runner, though.
Ah! Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him.
Oh.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
Seem troubled.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but somehow that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius.
Oh, yeah.
Something about it utterly captured
The wings on this tribe is really good.
lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Maybe I should look into Camiro when I get to Matira.
This one's important.
Yes. An event Anurus once knew he's living in Camira, village near Matira. He may be able to tell us more about the relic he once showed Anurus. Yeah, they're very cool, the wings. They can wrap them around them, they can probably have them outright, they can just pull them in.
Time marches on, and the
They're very cool. I'm into them. Of the couple that we've actually seen, very cool, very into it. Oh shit. So we'll arrive in Martira this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. Fairy girls, right, you know, the carriage would never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I am grateful. It's just hard to show it when, while on the verge of losing a lunch, that I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once we're in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
I get the feeling they can't. It seems like flying's a big deal to the guy.
'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
But maybe that's just specifically to runners. Who knows? Don't know yet. I'm sure I will find out later when something dumb happens. And he has to fly to rescue us and die, and we all get upset and mad, and everything's going to be gross and sad and
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Elders.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh,
What the fuck did you get here for
Joanna
us?
rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctuaress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's ally suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
But surely all fights have casualties.
I suppose. There is truth in that.
Hey, read the room, will ya?
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the Bally Waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Ah, that way. Shit, they're not going to let me walk around. I want to walk around and finish. That's fine, that's fine.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh good. Larval innards.
Ooh.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great. Looks great.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you two.
It turns out it tastes like ass. Rich flavors are bursting in my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Excuse me? There will be no twitching of innards.
That I had time to try more of your dishes, but to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
There's a runner.
Let's see here.
That's rival gauntless runner.
Let's see here.
Sun's camp.
Let's see here.
It's a giant sandwich.
Here. All right.
Is that current position?
Let's see. Here's
What do you want
where
me to
we
see,
are
you
now.
think?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll
get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Mm-hmm.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honorable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
It's been forever since I've had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're going to meet the lady of this town first thing in the morning, so we should get a beauty sleep. Fun. Oh, don't mind me. Yeah, I only just arrived here just now. So it's not like I've overheard the conversation you had with Barden, and even if I did hear something, it's not like I'd tell anyone. I never would have made it a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right, if there's anything you want to know about this citizen placement, you can always find me here. All the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Martira is a fine city indeed, which makes this Highsmay's offences all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting him... you fuck. Hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the Order is one thing, but to wholly stripped of his knighthood? I would not be surprised if the man's given into despair.
Pleasure to see you.
As requested by Barden even. The entire tavern has been reserved for your party's private use today. I had to kick out the house full of drunkards for this, so I hope you're all worth it. Still, it was nice of you to come all this way, traveller. Please make yourselves comfortable. The beds are in the back, past the door next to the desk. With that said, I'm going to save it and call it a day. So, as per usual, I appreciate your company. And ciao for now. Oh, ciao, 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 ciao.